How's it going, people? For today's video, I'm going to show you how you can get the new mythic thunderclap blade. We'll also show some gameplay of it, and I'm also going to explain how to get the cyclone pickaxe, and we'll show some gameplay of that as well. But first, I want to explain how to get legendary weapons. As you see, we have a legendary crossbow here. I was also able to get a legendary pickaxe. Now, the way I got this legendary pickaxe was by killing the Storm King and opening the chest that spawns after you kill him. So you can get legendary weapons and tools from that Storm King chest. But the way I got this crossbow was I made it myself, and I'm going to explain exactly how I made it. So the first thing you'll have to do is craft one of the new legendary forges, and here's everything you'll need to make it. You can get rift crystals by killing any of the storm enemies. Sometimes they'll drop it. If you're wondering what the storm enemies are, you can go to the codex, look at enemies, and you can see all of the storm acolytes from there. Some can only be found in a dungeon, some can be found in storm biomes, and some can be found in all biomes. But yeah, every once in a while they'll drop rift crystals. I suppose you can also get rift crystals by killing Raven. He'll be located in the grasslands part of your main map. You just have to look for this symbol. And I believe you can also get them from the dungeons island as well as the Storm King island, which are the two new islands. So that's how you get rift crystals. So the first thing you'll want to do is make an epic weapon or a tool. We're going to do a sword because I haven't made a legendary sword yet. You can pick any of the gems. I would say Sapphire is probably the default when it comes to attributes. The Ruby has the most speed, Amber has the most durability, and Emerald has the most knockback. But we're going to use the Shatterhorn because that can also give you an epic sword. And I kind of want to see what this new zapping rune looks like. So we're going to use 2 of these on our new sword. And we're also going to use iron because I want to have the most durability. I want it to last as long as possible. So we're going to put iron on it, and let's go ahead and craft it. Okay, so here's what the new Shatterhorn sword looks like. Now we're going to make it legendary. You have to go to the forge, select your Shatterhorn sword, and then just apply the 3 rift crystals. Now you'll notice it looks like all the durability went away, and it's still not legendary. In order to make it legendary, you're going to have to get a lot of kills with it. And I mean like a lot of kills. And actually, I don't even think it's kills. I think you just need to like hit enemies with it. So I'm going to show you a couple of places you can fill up your bar really quick. One thing you'll want to look out for are things that have a lot of health. Brutes are going to be a really good way to level up your weapons quickly because you can get a lot of shots in on them. And again, every shot is going to fill up the bar. I feel like using the weapon during the Storm King fight would be another place where you could level up your weapon quickly to legendary. But I think the best way to do it is to go into the storm and look for these spawners right here, because, well, I guess the first thing you should do is equip a storm charm, then go into the storm and just keep killing enemies, because as soon as you kill them, more will spawn in and you just keep killing them over and over. So that's probably the best way to level up your weapons to legendary. But yeah, I believe it fills up with every hit, not necessarily every kill. So brutes, bears are another really good animal you may want to look out for. The Storm King is going to be really good for leveling up your weapons, and spawners that are in the storm are also going to be really good. Now, when I did this earlier with my crossbow, it took me about 20 minutes or so to fill up the bar and make it legendary. And again, I was using the storm spawners to level it up quickly. So you pretty much don't lose any durability at all while you're leveling it up. And here's what it looks like once you fill up the bar completely. You see a little special animation there, and it also turns orange. So that's how you turn epic weapons into legendary weapons, just using the epic weapon on the legendary forge. Fill up the bar below it, and it'll evolve into a legendary weapon on its own. And you can also get them as rewards from the Storm King fight. I suppose you may also be able to get them from Raven and the dungeons, but I haven't gotten any from there yet. Next thing I want to do is show you what to do with these Shatterhorn fragments. You'll be able to get Shatterhorn fragments by killing the Storm King. I've gotten 1 Shatterhorn fragment every time I killed him. So you can use these on tools. You can also use them on weapons. We're going to go ahead and use it on this sword because I haven't made a legendary sword yet. And as you can see, it has the zapping rune. And I'm going to go ahead and show you all an example of what that looks like. So we're going to go ahead and use it on the spider spawner. Oh, there's the chain lightning from the zapping rune. So I don't know if y'all saw that. I'll replay it, but it chained to like a lot of different spiders right there. Let's try to do it again right here. There it is. So that's what the new zapping rune looks like. Wow, this is actually really good. And it's filling up our bar. Alright, I think I found some enemies. Let's see if we can group them up. Oh yeah, it sort of took half of their health away. And the other zap took the other half of their health away. So yeah, about 2 zaps will kill regular NPCs. I think this zapping perk is going to be really useful when it comes to the Storm King fight and you get swarmed by a lot of acolytes. I feel like this zapping perk is going to be perfect for that. So I'm going to save this sword for that purpose alone. So that's what the zapping rune looks like. I'm not going to level up this sword right away because I want to take advantage of that zapping rune perk for as long as possible. So I'm just going to use this sword like I normally would and just let it turn legendary whenever it turns legendary, because once weapons are legendary, their durability starts to decrease every time you use it. And I think once that durability is gone completely, you'll have to make another legendary weapon. So that's what I would recommend doing when it comes to the Shatterhorn fragments. You may not want to rush to make it legendary and lose all the durability right away, or maybe you do. It's sort of up to you. Another thing I want to point out with this Shatterhorn fragment is that you can also make a storm charm. I assume it increases the time you can last in a storm, probably somewhere around 5 minutes if I had to guess. I don't have enough to make one yet. That'll increase the amount of time you can stay in the storm before you get teleported. I feel like the regular storm charm is good enough when you're starting out though. The legendary version of it's sort of not necessary, because you can always exit the storm and re-enter, or just eat storm smoothies. But if you have enough fragments, I guess you can go ahead and make one. But yeah, that's what the Shatterhorn fragments are used for. But yeah, that's how you get legendary weapons in LEGO Fortnite. Now when it comes to mythic weapons, you can only get those as drops from the Storm King chest, which is the chest you'll see after you defeat the Storm King. You will have to complete your Storm Chaser village quest before you can fight the Storm King. I am going to do a guide on that Storm King quest line tomorrow for anybody who needs help with it. You will need 10 Eye of the Storm in order to open the gateway. The best way to get those is by killing Raven every day. He'll get you at least 6 of them, and also doing your dungeon every day. I believe you'll get at least 6 from there as well. You can also get them by killing Storm Acolytes, but I think the best way to get them is by killing Raven and doing the dungeons. So you'll need 10 of these to kill the Storm King, and you can only kill him once per day. That's how I got my Cyclone pickaxe, and that's how I got my thunderclap blade. And for those who play Save the World, the thunderclap blade is pretty much like the Storm King's Ravager. And you see when we use our heavy attack, or when we charge it up, it does the same heavy attack that we have in Save the World, or very similar to it. And it also looks like it a little bit. So it's pretty much the LEGO version of the Storm King's Ravager. And here's the mythic pickaxe. Here's what it normally looks like when you swing it, just like a normal pickaxe. But here's what it looks like when you charge it up. You can actually throw it and it'll deal damage to anything it hits along the way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it right here. And we'll see if we can hit both of these rocks right here. So you just hold down the trigger for a couple seconds, wait till the bars fill up, let it go, and it'll hit anything it hits. So let's see if we can get this one from far away. It's kind of a little bit further. Oh, we can. And we picked up the loot from it. That is nice. Suppose you could also use the pickaxe on regular enemies. Can deal damage on the way there and on the way back. Now, as you can see, I haven't used all the durability on it, so I'm not sure if it refreshes like the lightsaber or if it actually goes away and you just have to get another one. I'm not entirely sure yet, but as soon as it runs out, I'll be sure to let you know in the comments, and I'll pin it at the top so everybody sees. I would like to say that it refreshes like the lightsaber, but I don't really know because I haven't really used it that much yet. So I do want to show what each of the weapons look like against the brute. Oh boy. First I'm just going to hit him with my epic Shatterhorn. Got 11 damage from it. See, the heavy attack, we got 17 damage. With our legendary crossbow, we got 38 damage when we crit, 25 when we don't crit. When it comes to the thunderclap blade, our heavy attack deals 19 damage, or the charged up attack. A regular attack deals 15 damage, and a jump attack deals 23 damage. So the jump attack is still the most when it comes to this new sword. With our pickaxe, we got smacked. 7 damage when we don't crit, 11 when we do crit, and hold on, get out the way, get out the way. And when it comes to the heavy attack on the pickaxe, That'll deal 7 damage on the way there and 7 damage when it returns back. So that's what the mythic weapon and the mythic tool looks like in game, and that's how you make legendary weapons in Lego Fortnite. Just wanted to show an example of what they look like and how to get them. Anyways, if y'all found this video useful, be sure to hit that like button, and if you really like to support the channel, be sure to use creator code A1. Also, for those who do use the code, it goes away every 2 weeks, so you may have to re-enter it. But I appreciate those of you who do. It really does help. Also, shout out to our YouTube members. But that sums up everything we're going to go over for this one. Just wanted to show how to get the mythic weapons and legendary weapons, and also wanted to show what they look like. Let me know what you think about these mythic weapons in the comments below. Anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.
Been a go, but it's some stuff I won't let her do. If I get to shooting this RPG, I need props like a stepper. Let's do it. They tried to get me with spike traps, they know I'm like that, smooth like a criminal. If they try to bite, I'ma bite back, man. I just swipe that, I need residuals.